Hello guys, welcome to another edition of Ray's Sports News and Debates. Okay, in today's video, we're going over our Week 5 NFL picks. Okay, and without further ado, let's get into today's video. Thursday night game, we had picked Chicago over the Commanders. Commanders, they just last week, I think they got exposed a little bit. They beat two kind of bad teams, but yeah, Chicago there. Sunday night, or not Sunday night, but Sunday games. I'm going Buffalo over the Jags. The Jags have been super inconsistent this year. Some weeks they play really good, some weeks they play really bad. So it's just which Jags team is going to show up. And Buffalo has looked absolutely dominant the last 3 weeks since dropping the first game of the season to the Jets. They absolutely destroyed the Raiders. Then they came back and destroyed the Dolphins, who put a 70 spot on the Broncos. But yeah, we're gonna go Buffalo over Jags here. In our first, I wouldn't really call it an upset, but a lot of people are favoring the Falcons. We're gonna go the Texans to beat the Falcons. Desmond Ridder has played absolute butt cheeks the past couple of weeks. One of the worst QBRs in the league. I think the Texans, I know it's 4 weeks in. I think they might have found their guy at quarterback, for the next 4 or 5 years for sure. I like what CJ's doing. He hasn't thrown a pick in 4 games, which is remarkable as a rookie to do. Yeah, we're going to go Houston. I like what Houston's about. Their defense is playing solid. I like their run game with Pierce. I'm just hoping CJ can continue to play well, and I think he will against the Falcons. First time picking them this year, and they're my mom's team, so it's kind of sad. We're gonna pick the Titans to beat the Colts. When I did my pick'em league, I didn't know Jonathan Taylor was coming back this week. And it's too late for me to change in my pick'em league, and I'm not just going to, switch it just because of that. I do think the game's going to be a lot closer now. I think Henry and Jonathan Taylor are going to go back and forth in terms of running the ball up and down the field on the respective defenses. But I have a little bit more faith in Ryan Tannehill than I do in Richardson. Richardson's played okay, but he's made rookie mistakes, and fortunately, I think he's going to make 1 or 2 more than Tannehill will, and that's why I got the Titans in this one. One of the more, I would say, intriguing games, because I think a lot of us are expecting it to be a blowout, including myself, and that's the Dolphins over the Giants. I think this one, it's the perfect bounce-back game for the Dolphins. They got their asses kicked last week by the Bills, and I didn't know this, but this is actually a funny stat. The Giants, through 4 games, have scored a whopping 46 points. Total. 46 points. Count them. The Philadelphia Eagles kicker and the Dallas Cowboys kicker have scored 48 points themselves. So you have 2 kickers who in 4 weeks have scored more than the Giants. Now, if that doesn't tell you how bad the Giants' offense has been this year, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, no, we're going Miami over Giants easy. Next game, kind of a coin flip. Both got good defenses. Both have inconsistent offenses. But we're going to go the Saints to beat the Patriots. I just think the Saints have enough weapons. And with Kamara coming back, I think that adds a layer to the Saints' offense. Takes a little bit of the pressure off Derek Carr, but we're going to go Saints over the Patriots there tomorrow. Another one I went back and forth on because for some reason the Ravens cannot beat the Steelers. I don't know what it is, but every single year, the Steelers play the Ravens the absolute hardest, I think, roughly out of anyone in that division. But I think with Odell coming back this week, I do like the Ravens to beat the Steelers. I think the Steelers have the better defense, but I think it's going to come down to who can score more. And right now, I just have faith in Lamar Jackson in that offense more than I do with Kenny Pickett in that offense. But yeah, Ravens there. This is an upset, but we're going to go the Los Angeles Rams to beat the undefeated Philadelphia Eagles. The Rams are getting Cooper Kupp back this week. And him and that rookie wide receiver they got are going to probably be one of the best duos in all of football this year. But yeah, the Eagles have squeaked by enough. I think their only credible win really was against the Bucks, and they beat them like 38-3 or something. But outside of that, they barely escaped the Patriots. They had to go to overtime to beat the Commanders. But yeah, I think they finally lose that first game of the season to the Rams this year. Cincinnati and Arizona, again, Cincinnati should win this game. They have the better offense. They have the better roster, better defense, special teams, better quarterback, better running backs, blah, 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 blah. They should win this game. But for some reason, I think Arizona's going to make this a game. Arizona's fought, 4 weeks in. Yeah, they're 1-3, and yeah, they beat the Cowboys. I don't think they're going to beat the Bengals. I think the Bengals win this probably by 6 or 7 points. I think it's going to be a real low-scoring game, but I do have the Bengals in this one. Jets and Broncos, tale of you don't know which side of the quarterback you're going to get, which side of the defense you're going to get. But if Wilson plays like he did last week against Mahomes, I think the Jets win this game relatively easily. Russell has been really, really inconsistent with that offense, and I just have a little bit more faith in the Jets' weapons than I do the Broncos. So we're going to go Jets. Chiefs with the Vikings this week. Again, a game that could really go back and forth. It's pretty much going to be who's going to produce more. Kirk Cousins with Justin Jefferson, or Patrick Mahomes with Travis Swifty Kelce. I do feel the Vikings defense over the past couple of weeks has been a little suspect. So in that case, I think the Kansas City receiver is going to find a little bit more success getting open. So we're going to go Kansas City over the Vikings, and I think in a shootout. I guess you could consider it my third upset. I usually like to go for 2 or 3 upsets every week. This one shouldn't be an upset, but for some reason, this team has had our numbers the past 2 years and knocked us out of the playoffs. But I'm going to pick Dallas to beat the 49ers. I think our defense gets to Purdy. I think he has a couple of early turnovers, and Brock Purdy has to drive them back. I think Prescott is going to get the ball at the end of the game, only needing a field goal to win. I think he drives on the field, and I think the Cowboys win on a field goal and beat the undefeated 49ers and really start to make that claim towards a Super Bowl push if they're going to make a push. But that's the Sunday night game. Monday night game, the Raiders and the Packers. Again, some of these games, it's like you can flip a coin and that could be the outcome. But Garoppolo's passed the concussion protocol. He's going to play this week. I do have faith that the Raiders are going to have good success against the Packers defense. Packers lead the league in 3 and outs. I think, Jordan Love is still trying to make his footing as a starter in the league. So we're going to go Raiders over the Packers this week. Hoping for a 12-2 week. Honestly, that would be nice. We shall see. Don't forget to like the video, guys. Comment on the video with who you think is going to win this week and certain matchups. Did we get any predictions wrong, guys? Share the video. Subscribe to the channel, guys. And until next time, you guys have a good one.